A real boss bitch like Flacco.
It's crazy how this video was made 11 months ago. And I just heard that Benji song from the Hey Rage song. I just heard that. And I'm interested. I'm trying to see who the fuck this is. So here we go, the video.
In this video, we'll be talking
it's 11
about
months ago, but it might need an update. I don't know. I might.
artists
Let's go,
been
man.
exchanging sneak disses back and forth with Playboi Carti. These started off as simple subliminal references, but have since evolved into more direct callouts. Some of you might not be familiar with this Benji guy that Carti's talking about on his track, You're the Moon.
Yeah, I was looking for Benji. I had smoke at Main Street. Everybody thought they knew me.
Carti's referencing another Atlanta-based rapper named Benji Bluebills. So Benji hopped in the studio and put out a response track.
If you say my name, then on that same day, nigga, death gon' off. If you say my name or say my game, you hit with a Lego ball.
Just a side note, in case you didn't notice, Benji Bluebills isn't just some amateur rapper, and he actually sounds pretty fire. So, what's the backstory, and how are these two connected in the first place? Well, unfortunately, that leads us into a dark story
Yeah, just let me know the backstory.
of violence and murder. But before we get to that, let's learn a little bit more about Benji Bluebills, and how he became one of Playboi Carti's Opps. Benji
Playboi
Bluebills
Carti's Opps.
Bills was born in Washington, D.C., and he spent his childhood going back and forth between living with his mom in Atlanta and grandma in D.C. up until the end of middle school. Then, through high school, he stayed in Atlanta with his mom, which is where he would continue to live after he was done with school.
One time when I was in the 6th grade and I came out to Atlanta and I went to school out there, but I got put out of school and I had to go back to D.C. and live with my grandmother, but my mother still lived in Atlanta. I got there and did middle school and then came back to Atlanta to live with my mother for high school. And then I've been just got been kicking it out there ever since then. Like, that's been my stomping ground.
As you can imagine, it was tough to make very many friends when he spent most of his early years jumping between two cities.
When you going back
But
and
one
forth,
thing that helped him
it's
make
hard.
connections and meet new people was skateboarding and going to the skate parks in Atlanta. He grew up listening to artists like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and Kanye West in his early years, but he wasn't inspired to make music himself until Chief Keef began to blow up.
I seen she came like, damn, he a young nigga and he going crazy, like. And he doing all the shit I do, like.
And we gon' fight, our guns gon' fight. A fuck nigga, that's that shit I don't like.
And he, really changed his life with this shit. So I'm like, let me get fired this shit. Cause I ain't always felt like I was hard enough to even drop music.
Benji started to put out music around 2019.
Skirt your block, we closing a cash. Daddy a killer, you know that he passed. Cut his ass over the floor, the man.
But he really started making waves in the underground with his
He go crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't listen to all this other music. But the stuff I have heard, like little snippets and stuff like that, it's been good. It's been hard.
track Red Dot in 2022.
Red dot. Then I pop a man. About blue, they pop up when you lay your head. Hop out.
And then he had an even bigger impact with his song Dirty Opps in 2023.
Fuck my little dirty ops. If you try to kill a killer, then come dance if you a worthy op. Do my murder dance on top your mans. I'm a
Both of these tracks came out prior to any mention from Playboi Carti. He has a unique sound because of the way he brings together street topics with hyperpop style beats. Usually rappers who focus on the same subject matter are using really heavy trap beats rather than using up-tempo and more electronic sounding beats like Lil Uzi Vert. He's even worked with other big name artists in the underground scene like Lucky, and supposedly he has a summer
I forgot
collab on
Lucky
the
used to
way.
be.
Additionally, he has a
I
ton
forgot
of
Lucky
music
used
in
to
the
be,
vault with
skinny.
another artist, Ola Run,
A nigga come on Front Street, his ass getting put back.
who's currently serving out a prison sentence for a gun charge. He's a close
I've
friend
never
of
heard of-
Benji's
I've
and
never
plays
heard
a
of
bigger
that.
role
I mean,
in
I've
the
never
story
heard
with
of
Playboi Carti.
We got some shit in the cut. Just waiting for him to get home so we could hit the streets the right way.
So let's get into how Playboi Carti crossed paths with Benji Bluebills. Well, Benji's from a block in Atlanta called Front Street and is a part of a gang called Henchmen, aka 5L.
5L gang, we kill for fun. We doing that for Lil Robin now. Foxfire, right after we slide, I'm like, fuck who died. 5L gang, we the reading these niggas, we ride around bulletproof.
His best friend Olarun is also a part of this group. On the other hand, Carti's
I know they some demons, boy. Oh my gosh.
affiliated with Homicide Gang and DTE. All of these Atlanta groups are apparently blood affiliated, but have never really been on the same page. 5L and DTE are in Zone 6 Atlanta, and always seem to have minor issues with each other, which mostly stemmed from business-related issues like not signing with certain locally owned record labels. It felt like it was primarily just internet beef, with local artists dissing each other, but that quickly shifted with one incident that's said to have changed the streets of Atlanta forever. During the pandemic in June 2020, there was a dice game that went bad. It led to a shootout, and one of Playboi Carti's close friends, who was a member of DTE, was killed, Big Sosa. It's not confirmed if the 5L henchmen were directly responsible for this killing or not, but certain members, including Olarunt and 24 Left Eye, started dissing Big Sosa and
we know 24 Left Eye. We know him from yeah. Just look up 24 Left Eye. If you don't know, you'll know after that. It's he's been taking a lot of things lately.
Celebrating the event online.
Going to live with my bros. I follow my dog like a sled. No, I'm ready for war. An SK under my bed. Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets. Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets. Walking past a nigga who shot you every day up in these streets.
Shortly after
this,
24 Left Eye was shot multiple times in an alleged retaliation hit from DTE. This time, it was DTE members that went online implying that they knew something about it. At this point, the general public and most hip-hop fans still didn't know anything about this war that was happening inside of Zone 6 Atlanta. But that all changed when Carti dropped the song Stop Breathing.
On the way to Front Street, who say we in that side? Smoking on the hitchman, got a nigga fried.
In the track, he talks
I don't even know what he
about
meant
the
by that.
street issues that are happening in Atlanta. He raps about the death of his friend Big Sosa and paying someone to shank Olarunt while he was locked up. This is what really lit the fuse in the hip-hop world, bringing this beef to the industry. In response, Benji Bluebills made a remix titled Stop Bleeding as a response to Carti on this situation.
A whole lot red up on the scene, we don't cool out, little bro. And all I never got shanked in the feds, you cap it really. This a PSA to Playboy pussy just like Hello Kitty. I smacked the red about his dreads, I'm finna spit on Iggy.
This brought a lot of attention to the artist and his
Iggy's
music.
with a straight.
Carti also called out Benji directly on the song You're the Moon.
Yeah, I was looking for Benji. I had smoke at Main Street. Everybody thought they knew me.
In response, Benji dropped a song titled I'm Right Here, which has really started to blow up.
Tap me and put them in a box. If you say my name, then on that same day, nigga, death gon' off. If you say my name or say my game, you hit with a Lego box.
It had more people looking into Benji and his music after the response, and now they're realizing he's actually got some heaters. In a way, it's ironic, because even though Carti was dissing Benji, it's now caused some of his own fans to start listening to him as well, even though he's Playboi Carti's op. I don't condone gun violence in any way or think that it's cool, but it does play a large role in this story and in explaining the relationship between Benji and Carti.
This rap shit get political, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit.
Yeah,
You don't never know who,
I hate the political
who
part
gonna
of
do what, or
rap,
who
bro.
gonna
I really hate it,
end
bro.
up on what side of this shit just weird, like, so I just be staying in my own lane.
I truly hope that everyone who's involved stays safe and that there aren't any other lives taken over this. Olarunt is supposed to be released from prison later in 2024. I hope that he can partner up with Benji
Wait,
and that
is he
the
free
two
now?
can just release music and that everyone can put distance between themselves and the gang violence.
I'm trying to have it already turned up by the time he come home, so we can just get this shit back in full swing. Yeah, we got hella music, like, we might got
But this was 11 months ago, so I'm pretty sure somebody free and
take
somebody.
work for music.
You know.
Hell yeah, just to be with him every day.
What are your thoughts on Benji Bluebills? Do you think that his music's on the same level as Playboi?
Let me see what somebody said 6 months ago. All right, wrap that up. Put on a blunt, smoke a bit. We got a bit. I be saying shit like that. I don't even be smoking. Yeah, more videos. There's gonna be a lot of more videos tomorrow. And then we gonna but today's Sunday. A lot of more videos tomorrow, and I will start the beginning of my vlogging channel tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. I know that's gonna blow. I know we're gonna blow this year. You know, I mean, we got it. We out, man.